Born 4,000 years before the Battle of Yavin, Darth Revan served as a beloved Jedi Knight and a Sith Lord during the Mandalorian Wars and the Jedi Civil War. Having been tortured and possessed by the elusive Sith Emperor Darth Vitiate, Revan fell to the dark side of the Force. Revan and his apprentice Darth Malak, who served alongside Revan as a Jedi, established their own Sith Empire and wreaked havoc on the galaxy. But despite being overtaken by Vitiate, the light in Revan was never fully defeated. After being attacked by a Jedi strike team and betrayed by his old friend Malak, Revan lost, and after some time awakened as a Jedi Knight once more. Revan eventually returned to defeat his old apprentice, resulting in the end of the Jedi Civil War. Revan was the only Jedi in galactic history to become a Sith Lord, and then return as a Jedi once more up until Anakin Skywalker, of course, who has a case for that achievement as well, although it is not as cut and dry as Revan's story, because Anakin's return to the light almost immediately resulted in his death, which in my opinion doesn't really mean he died a Jedi per se, but more so just as a servant of the light. But up until a few months ago, Revan's story was considered to be strictly Legends material. There was no mention of his name under Disney Star Wars, meaning his existence was essentially considered irrelevant. But the Rise of Skywalker changed that, as Revan's name was, for the first time, mentioned in current canon material. In the Rise of Skywalker visual dictionary, it is confirmed that the Sith troopers in the film were separated into legions of 5,000 troopers apiece, and that each legion was named after an ancient Sith Lord, with the third legion being called the Revan Legion. The dictionary also confirms the existence of other Sith Lords who had never been mentioned before, and it is also written that only the Sith Eternal Cultists fully understand the significance of the names. So with Revan now being considered a part of Disney Canon, what can we expect going forward? After all, the mention of his name does not necessarily mean that his story will remain the same as it was in Legends. It's entirely possible, actually, that Revan's story could be completely rewritten, or simply placed in a different time period, which is where things become especially interesting. With the announcement of Lucasfilm's new High Republic era, I wonder, is it possible that Revan's story will now be pushed forward a few thousand years, allowing his presence to possibly have a greater impact on the Skywalker saga characters like Yoda or even Darth Plagueis? I don't think it's very likely that Disney has decided to bring Revan back without a larger plan for his character in the future. After all, he was one of the more loved characters in all of Star Wars Legends, and if Disney really is looking to move away from the Skywalker saga for a while, the return of a strong character like Darth Revan, who many fans are still unfamiliar with, could be a very strong move by Disney and Lucasfilm as they look to reignite this franchise and bring the fan base back together. But what are your guys' thoughts on the character of Darth Revan overall? Would you like to see him make a significant return to the Star Wars universe, and what do you think the likelihood of that happening really is? Leave your thoughts on this in the comments section below. Remember to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and may the Force be with you always.